The rain hammered against the windows of Amelia's small antique shop, casting distorted reflections on the dusty items she sold. Business had been slow for weeks, and tonight's storm ensured no customers would wander in. She sighed, flipping through a tattered magazine, when a sharp knock startled her. Standing in the doorway was an old man, hunched and dripping wet, clutching a package wrapped in faded cloth. His pale, trembling hands passed it to her without a word. "This is for you," he whispered, his voice a rasp that barely rose above the storm. Before she could ask anything, he turned and disappeared into the night. Curiosity piqued, Amelia unwrapped the package. Inside was a small mirror, its gilded frame tarnished and etched with strange symbols. Its surface gleamed unnaturally, reflecting more than just her shop. It seemed deeper, darker, as if it led to another place entirely. Amelia felt a chill crawl up her spine. She placed the mirror on the counter, intending to research its origins later. But as she turned away, the air grew heavy, and an odd sensation prickled the back of her neck. "Amelia!" a voice hissed. She froze, her heart pounding. Slowly, she turned back to the mirror. Her reflection stared at her, but the face was wrong. Its eyes were sunken, its grin too wide. "Who's there?" she demanded, her voice trembling. The reflection's lips moved, but her own stayed still. "You brought me here," it said. Amelia stumbled back, knocking over a lamp. The shop plunged into darkness except for the faint glow emanating from the mirror. She scrambled for the door, but it wouldn't budge. The voice spoke again, louder this time. "You can't leave. The mirror needs a soul." Amelia screamed as her reflection's hand reached out of the glass, its long, claw-like fingers curling toward her. She backed into a shelf, toppling antique vases and books, but there was nowhere to go. "Please, no!" she cried, tears streaming down her face. The hand grabbed her wrist, its icy grip paralyzing. The mirror pulled, and she felt herself being dragged forward. Her vision blurred, the shop fading into a swirling darkness. When the storm cleared, the shop was silent. The mirror sat on the counter, its surface smooth and still. Later that week, a curious shopper entered the antique store, drawn to the peculiar mirror. As they leaned in to admire it, their reflection smiled just a little too widely. The shopkeeper's voice called from the back, though no one was there. "It's free, if you dare." And so the mirror's curse lived on.